turn this into this. I'm the Great British Chocolatier and you're watching Chocolate Plus. Hello and welcome to another episode of Chocolate Plus. My name is Mark, aka the Great British Chocolatier, and today we are going to be making some chocolate sauce or chocolate syrup. So we're going to need some sugar, we're going to use this for our measurement, and we're going to use water, and we're going to be using our chocolate meltables here. Now when I made this before, I did it with cocoa powder. So this is my first time using this, so it should work. I don't see any reason why not. And I know you're going to say, well, water and chocolate don't mix. That's correct. But we're making what's called a simple syrup, which you can buy from the store, but it's easily made. And all you need is a cup of sugar. Cup of sugar. And that goes into a saucepan. Of course, it does help if you turn the heat on. This is a heavy bottom saucepan that I got always to use for melting sugar to make honeycomb and hard candies like so, because a heavy bottom just distributes the heat good if you've got electric, because electric have hot spots. Anyway, we're going to put that in there. We're going to need a cup of water, so hold on. So a cup of water, 1 cup of sugar, and like you see, and we're gonna just put it on the heat. Got a wooden spoon, and we're gonna stir. Let me bring you closer. We're gonna stir until all those granules are gone. We don't want to, once it starts to blend in with the water so it all becomes one, we're going to turn the heat down, and I would say yes, continually stir. So I'm not going to stand here letting you see how long this takes. I'm just going to stir it and fast forward this bit until it comes to a slight simmer, because we're not really cooking the sugar down. We're just going to make a simple syrup, which, like I said, is sugar and water. And when that's done, we'll be ready to add the chocolate. So I'll speed this up and then be back when it's done. Okay. Most, I would say 99% of the sugar is dissolved into the water, and we're just going to bring it up to temperature, just so that it starts to bubble up on the sides here. So depending on whether you got it on high or low, this is on a setting of about 5, so I guess it's medium heat. But you just want it just to begin to boil. You don't want it heavy boiling, because then you're going to be in a soft candy realm. We just really want it just to start to bubble up on the sides here. Remember, this is hot, so no fingers in the liquid. And that's pretty much how you make a simple syrup. So again, we're going to let this wait until it boils a little bit, and we'll be right back when that's done. All right. And at this point, if you're using a cocoa powder, non-sweetened cocoa powder, you can just add it in at this point. Now, because this is more of a syrup than water, we're going to add a bag of these meltables right into the chocolate, and hopefully I won't mess it up. So here we go. There we go. And you'll see immediately it starts to melt. And we want to continue stir. And because there's sugar in the water, because this is simple syrup, we should get unification from the chocolate and the simple syrup. And this makes, I guess, it get about 1.5 cups, even though you got a cup of water, a cup of sugar. It's gonna probably make 1.5 cups of syrup. And you're gonna put the heat on low, and we're just going to just keep stirring. That's the trick of this whole method, is stir, stir, stir all the sugar crystals into the water. Once it's all combined, then you leave it, I guess, for another, I think it was about 3 to 5 minutes. I wouldn't walk away from it when it starts to gently bubble. Turn the heat down and add in the candy melts. And you can only do this with a simple syrup, because water and chocolate do not mix. It seizes up all the chocolate. But the magic of this is, because we put sugar in the water, we can now blend in, as you see, the chocolate. Okay, I turned off the heat, and I turned it up a little bit, as you saw, then turned it back down again. And we're just going to, as with electric hobs, the plate still stays hot. With gas, obviously, it's not going to stay hot on the bottom. But all this is doing is, as you stir it and making sure there's no grain. Because if you leave the sugar with grains in it, then you get grainy chocolate sauce. So we're just going to let the residual heat now from the stove top, because it's a glass top, continually just steam off some of the water that's in the syrup, because it will just help thicken up. And because it's hot, of course, it's going to feel like water. You're going to say, oh, it's not thick enough. Well, that's because it's real hot. And let me see if I can find my thermometer. Sorry about that. My thermometer gauge here, and that's, as you see, 212. Oh, it's going up. So it's actually, depending on where I point it, but that's red hot. Of course, don't stick your fingers in it, because it'll burn your skin off, and that would be absolutely terrible. So we don't touch hot liquids whatsoever. You can take this off the heat, and it would be a good time while it's hot. I would say I would let it cool down quite a bit before you pour it into a plastic container, because I know containers have various degrees in which you can pour it into before they can cause a problem. So I'm going to let this cool down. I'm going to take it completely off the heat. There we go. And let's put it back up here. There we go. Alright, so let me just go check the camera angle, and don't go away. Okay, we don't need that no more. Take this off the stove, and this should be nice and thickened up, and it's already cooling down. It's already at just a tad. Oh, it's going down a lot now, depending on where it is, but it's 195, and we are gonna put it into this, which is a, if I can Get the lid off. A container, but you can put liquids in to pour it out onto whatever confectionery dessert treat that you want. And as you see, it's already beginning to thicken up a little bit. And as it gets cooler and cooler, it will just get a little bit thicker. So you read it, it doesn't say. But I'm gonna let it cool off before I pour it in there, because it's 188. And that was it. So I'll be back when it's ready to pour in here, and then we're gonna taste it. So don't go away. Okay, and we are back. One thing I did forget to say. Hold on. Okay, and we are back. And one thing I forgot to show in the video is you got to put like a pinch or two of salt in here. And if you want to add some vanilla extract, just about half a capful to a capful, but that's all to do with your taste. But a sprinkle of salt just enhances the chocolate. And that can be put in, I actually put it in like 5 minutes ago, and the temperature's now 118. So if you forget, don't worry, put it in a little later, as long as it's still very warm. And when I say 118, that's Fahrenheit. So that could be added in later. And it's got a lot thicker now, as you can see. So what I'm gonna do is now transfer it into here, if I don't make a mess, like so. And this should all fit in there. If it doesn't, I've got some left, which is okay. And and this is warm, it's not hot. And screw that in like so. Now this can go into the fridge, which will thicken up even more. So that's what I'm going to do. Put this over here. And some things that you can do with this, we have some ice cream, chocolate chip ice cream here, and I'm just going to pour over the top here. Because there's never too much. Because the best thing about chocolate is, now that the weather's getting hot outside, it's been like in the high 80s to 90s degrees out there. So, you know, chocolate is always a good thing to eat, especially when you have it on ice cream. And this chocolate syrup, I mean, look at that. Beautiful. I mean, who wouldn't want a spoonful of that? And just to see, let me just taste it by itself. And like I said, it's a little warm. Oh my gosh. And because it's dark chocolate, and that sugar, I mean that salt just brings it up, it's gonna be a favorite. So, with ice cream and the chocolate sauce, absolutely delicious. Now, the next video, I'm going to show you how to make your own ice cream, and we're going to make our own chocolate, mint chocolate filling, chocolate bits to put in the ice cream. So this is what we do here at Chocolate Plus. We make things chocolatey. So this is your this is your recipe for chocolate sauce. You can make it at home. This will last in the fridge for over a month or two, because there's no milk or cream added to this, other than what's already in the chocolate. But you could keep this in the, if it lasts that long, it will last in the fridge for well over a couple of months. And all you do is just pour on more chocolate and you eat and repeat. So a nice rich smooth tasting chocolate sauce you can make from home. So simple. You saw the process: sugar, water, heat it up to make your simple syrup, add in the chocolate chips and stir. All of that takes about maybe 15 minutes tops, and then once it's cooled down in the pan, you can put it in your receptacle and put it in the fridge until further use. Well, I hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button if you liked it. You can hit that subscribe button, chocolatize that subscribe button, share it to those around you, because you know summer's here, it's hot. We want to add chocolate into everything that we do. You can pour it on ice cream, you can just add milk to this and make yourself a nice milkshake, which is probably what I'm going to do with that. And so there we go. Until next time, thank you for watching and don't forget to hit that notification bell, which will let you know when a new video has been uploaded. Until then, enjoy your summer and make that chocolate sauce and have a great day. Bye bye.